This right here are the two fastest passes in my Camaro that I have made to date, and we're going to break them down completely and go over why I think my car will go a lot faster this year without changing anything. So let's get into it. So this right here is my 1086 pass. It is actually the fastest pass I've made in the car to this date. And a couple things I want to go over real fast on here. It was a 167 60 foot. I was still learning the car. I know that manuals take a lot longer to learn than an automatic, obviously. So I was still trying to figure out launch RPM, the new build, everything along those lines. But 103 in the eighth, 706 in the eighth, still isn't really bad for what this car is, especially with still figuring out the car and running the car exactly how it needs to be ran, and figuring all that out definitely has helped out a ton. So this was at 3,600 race weight. I took the passenger seat out of it, took out the full trunk, liners, and the rear seats. The density altitude is the exact same on these two passes. This was 1881 DA. This one was, I was going to say, about 1800 DA. So both passes being similar density altitude, running the same passes. But looking at this is marked because I had to turn in for my drag and drive I did. Instantly you see the 60 foot, 150 to 167. Better launch, way better 330. First time I ever saw a 6 in the eighth. Mile an hour was a little better, obviously, because I launched better. The better you launch, the less mile an hour you hit. But even there, I'm still a lot better to the 1,000 foot. And then comes out to be only 200ths off of my quarter mile there, for the fact that I was having a little bit of shifter issues. I think revving it out more, because I short shifted here 6,400 in first, 6,600 in second, then I finally hit like just above 7 in third, shifting into fourth. So I definitely short shifted this pass. I was long shifting this pass, which is when the shifter issues came into play. This was no lift shifting. My best pass before that was an 1110 at like 125. So looking at this, I lift shifted here. If I lift shifted to this, minus 4/10 there, that's a 1048. I think that's, right where I would be. Lose another 100 pounds out of the interior. 1038, probably about 128, 129 still. I think that is very doable at the beginning of the next season, if not even better if I maintain the 150 60 foot. My front sway bar is now removed, and they say that I should probably gain half a tenth there. Also saying that this was full interior. So I had the trunk liner in, the passenger seat, the rear seats. This is probably 3,680, 3,700 pounds. So they say every 100 pounds is about a tenth. So I could have easily been a tenth off of there, which would have been my best pass. In between these two passes, I added my 5-inch intake and the aerospace brakes, which then tells me that no lift shifting saves about 4/10 on this car, so just about a tenth every shift, which is absolutely amazing. First thing I'm going to do is get the seats back out of it, get everything back out of it, get it to, I think it's going to be like 3520 race weight, because I think the passenger seat's about 55, rear seats are about 35, trunk's about 10. So that's like 90 pounds. So maybe like right above 3,500 pound race weight. And with the bead locks, they're a little lighter than the race stars. Doing some research online, I think this car is definitely going to roll out this year. Obviously, I'm just talking and doing research and, letting ChatGPT kind of give me a lot of confidence. It's really addicting to ask that thing questions. I don't know how many of you guys out there like AI, but the more I look into it, the more it just knows numbers like it's incredible, because I am a complete nerd when it comes to that. I sent ChatGPT the 2 videos, and they said that there was a 4.5 tenth difference in RPM drop between the 2 videos. So I would say I was 4 tenths more off the gas, making sure that I got into gear with that old shifter, which that slows me down a ton. And then my momentum's all gone and I can't stay fluid. So definitely excited for next year. Definitely going to easily get a new PB, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride.